we've got 40-acre pasture here, and generally in the past, pasturing meant you got a wire around the outside, you let your animals in and graze. And so what we do here is we milk the cows twice a day, and after every milking, they get fresh grass that they haven't been on for, right now it's about 45 days growth. So this grass that they're eating now, there hasn't been an animal on it since beginning of July or so. When I started grazing, I went to visit some organic farms, and it was end of July, and I said, I want to see your cows grazing. And oh, well, we don't graze, it's July, like it's hot. They already grazed all the spring growth off. We'll let them out there again in the end of, beginning of September. But with this system, it's the best utilization of grass.
Does that mean you don't vaccinate these also?
There's a huge movement to get these guys, bring them back to larger numbers in the States right now. And because they're so rare, like this breed is almost extinct, we want to try and get enough of them that if people are eating them, more people will buy them. Like rare breeds and heritage breeds, the best way to bring them back to survival is to eat them.
If you're not exactly sure what farming's about, gardening, a rural life, a rural community, definitely this is the place to check it out.
And sometimes you'll get that on the cob too, like right on the cob.
The whole spiritual and social aspect of a small community versus the way it is in a more urban environment.
When people think of nutrients, they think of buying fertilizer for their crops. And manure was, yeah, we spread it because we have to, but not because it's a significant nutritional resource. And more farmers want the stuff, even conventional farmers, they see what it does. And and composting is just the next step.
I've been coming down to Clearwater for 10 years now, and I help one of the people kind of facilitating this course, and it's, I have lots of friends here. The community members are friends, and every year I meet new students, and we build a community, and we bond, and we get stuff done, and so it's really exciting. I would say it's one of the highlights in my year. Certainly as a professor, it's the highlight.
Time with the hands off, I don't know if you've ever seen an ice saw or not.
We're not really big fans of it.
This is a garter snake here, and they have another snake. It's about two different kinds. They're about that long, about as big as a lead pencil. And one is a green, like grass snake they call it.
Generally, if you're going to eat it, you want it very young, so you pick it in the spring. I don't know if this is young. This just might have been grazed and it's coming back, so it might be a bit tough.
This guy.
Like an ant. This guy.
It's just the mint in my mouth still dominating.
Sorry.
But generally they taste like spicy.
Where?
Yeah.
Don't taste anything at all.
The whole part has been built by this.
They built that whole thing, yeah.
The whole thing?
Oh yeah, they are very industrious.
Nothing? Because it's putting formic acid on.
Oh yeah.
On whatever you're putting it on, so it tastes like. That tastes like mint, I'm sure. Yeah.
I think that the course here has given me a genuine appreciation for rural living, for local food systems, for the importance of community, and I think probably some of the most authentic learning I've done throughout my university career took place right around this campfire and in the teepee behind me.
This barn is about 100 years old. It used to be a hayloft. They'd have the cows underneath, and they had about 50 to 100 cows in the barn. And they actually used to collect all the hay, like it was all done by horse and manpower. and they collect the hay, and they'd actually load it onto the hay wagons by hand out of the field. If you think about how much work that is, because a round bale is about 2,000 pounds of really compressed material, and just think how many of those, how much volume they actually carried to fill this place, and it was cut by hand and by horse, and it was hauled, and it's sort of shows you what the potential of the human body is, and just how much you can do without fossil fueled machines. So they grazed this probably a month ago, and this is all the regrowth that you get, and like I could graze this again and probably again in the fall. So it's just when you mimic those natural cycles, it's amazing what you can get land and what you can get an ecosystem to do for you. It's amazing. It's phenomenal. So.
That was so close.
Just be careful. They're pretty friendly.
What is that for? Like, who demand them? Or
What do we do with them?
yeah.
We raise them for pets. People use them for pets.
Fairly new.
Pretty friendly, eh?
So I wasn't really knowing what he was doing.
Okay. And this is Percy, and he's just 1 day old.
1 day?
That was it.
Because we knew you guys were coming today and that you gotta see him. Very tough animal. Yeah, and it's tough. Like, it's a harder worker. It can take more work, harder work and stuff.
Oh, I was like, we have Nick. There she is.
You
know the number? Or
Troy
what else number?
You are my life.
Okay, Ollie, go. 3 people. Let's see who's gonna fall.
Push it in, yeah. No.
Yep.
Pull
He's a
yourself
kid,
up.
you know.
Baba Wally loves this.
Good. I like it.
Yeah.
Let's make fun out of. Hey.
Hey.
All right.
Okay.
1, 2, go.
Get ready. Not too fast.
It's gonna be fast. You gotta hold on. Yeah, that's a
Careful,
game.
yeah.
That's a game. Who is calling
Ah!
out?
Okay, yeah.
Is it not?
I don't say that.
Okay, 2 people is out. Ashley.
I'm out.
Johnny, go.
Oh, it's a wonderful experience here. The environment here is very nice.
Everybody's welcoming, everybody's so nice and heartwarming.
It was really wonderful just to meet everybody and get to know people. It's actually, it's hard to leave at the end of the day.
And forming very personal and very real connections.
And the farm is so interesting. I never had that experience before.
So different because we don't have the textbooks. We just had so many farm tours and talk to the farmers.
Makes me feel bad that I'm going back to the city because you don't get that there.
Clearwater has been a very wonderful experience for me. I've learned so many things about this community, and there are so much similarities with agriculture here and in the tropical region. I met with good farmers and I really appreciate their amazing work. They're doing great work. The communities are friendly people here, and I thank you for giving me the privilege to express myself about the community.
Right there. Hello, I'm Brown. That's impossible.
In New Orleans, before I rise in the sun. Many years don't know the words though. I wish I did.